Hi there. This is the second video on my spoons and chat. I am going to do something here. I'm going to set the timer on my laptop computer for 10 minutes, not to rush through it, but in order to keep these videos in short segments. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm reaching over here. It is 12:15 p.m. and I'm going to set it for 12:25. Okay? It's all set, so you'll hear it go off. Now, on my last video, I had talked about the space behind here and the composition of the spoon on the page. And even, I wanted to show you, I had said that this is probably angled about 5 degrees, and I wanted to show you that. I'm trying to get my phone, I'm recording with my phone, I'm trying to get it as close to my page as possible. If you put it here, if you line up the shank of my spoon, it has an angle. It angles this way, and I would say from, well, looking at this, even I said 5 degrees, but it may be even a little bit more than that. It may be 10 or 15 where it's angling off. But I'm going to leave it that way. I think what I want to do, I talked quite a bit last time about how the light from the different sources is forming this, and I'm not sure if you're seeing it. Maybe now you'll see it. How it forms a shadow, because I've got a light coming this way and a light coming this way, and it forms kind of this two-sided shadow, which I think is very interesting. And then as I was watching my video, I noticed that I have a light source here and a light source here. Now I think in my other video I had a light source coming from, well, I guess see, it went away right here. If I move my head, you'll see that little light spot. That is actually my ceiling light. And if I move my head, now my head is blocking off that ceiling light. Isn't that interesting? If I put it up here, I still think it's getting blocked off, but it's getting blocked off by some other source. I don't know what it is. But now you see it? No, you don't. And then you'll see right here, I was looking at my video and going, what is this? Where's this light source coming from? That is actually right in here, if you can see it, is the reflection from my big window in front of my table. Those are actually, I've got Venetian blinds. I have them closed, but still, that's the light source from my window there. I got a little light source there. So, and you can't see, I can see, maybe if I hold it up close to all the designs on that spoon. I know I showed it in my first video. I don't want to chat too much. I kind of want to tell you what my goal is. I've already chatted a couple minutes on this, but I think that I want to, last time I lightly sketched in the handle on this, and I didn't do too much detail work in it. I'm going to do the same, only I think on the middle one, I'm going to reverse it so you have the bowl. So instead of the space being here, now when you reverse it, the space is here. And I actually think the space on the reversed will be easier because you got just a little bit more shadow under there. I think it'll be easier to represent that space under there. There's not as much space under here because the spoon is curved this way instead of this way. So I can put it this way and I can get my pencil underneath of it. If I put it this way, I can only get my pencil underneath to it. And this part of the handle is actually touching the base of the paper. Got a teeny bit of space here and a teeny bit of space under there. So I think I'm going to reverse it this way. And I was also thinking about these shadows. I want to represent them, but I cannot, as I flip my spoon this way, I guess what I should do is probably mark, and I think I will. I'll just kind of mark where those shadows fall. But as I put my spoon this way, See, the shadows are going to actually overlap. And that's something that I can't represent physically because I don't have 3 spoons. That's something to think about. I'm drawing, I'm not trying to be totally realistic in here, but I'm trying to draw what I see, represent what I see, express what I see on the paper. And that expression most likely will not be photorealistic, but it will be, I mean, because, well, look, even here I've got this angle. Who knows what I'll come up with on this side. So I want to get at it. My goal in the remaining minutes that I have left, and I'm very conscious of my time going over here, I'm already have chatted for 5 minutes. So I just want to very fast put in where these spoons will fall on this paper. I want this one to fall this way, and this one to fall this way, I believe. I could put it the bowl shape. I'm still deciding that. So I'm just going to, I'm going to put my spoon right here. And you can see I have different, where the light source here, that's actually from my Venetian window. And I've got a light source here from the light off to my right, and a light source here from my left. Got a little light source falling right there. And if I angle the spoon, you can see I get the light source from my left right here. But I'm not going to angle, I'm just going to let it fall. And I don't get that right, but I do get a light source there. And then the tip of the spoon is naturally dark, just from, I call it the patina on the spoon. No one eats off of this spoon. So, chatter, chatter, chatter. I want to just quickly sketch in. And you're not going to see very much of my sketch until I actually get to working on it in detail. Now, I am kind of holding that spoon. I probably shouldn't. I should probably, but the spoon naturally kind of, see how it leans to the right? It just does that naturally. I can't make it naturally lean to the left. Why is that? Probably because of the wear on the spoon. So that means I've got a little, this end is a little bit higher than this end. So can I represent that here? And you may not even notice it to the eye. Let's see if I can make it, let's see if I can represent it, exaggerate it. And so this would be at an angle. And I probably will not get all 3 of these spoons sketched in 10 minutes, even the part put in there. I'm thinking about proportion again, and I exaggerated, and I probably don't want to do that. You probably will not get very much in this session. I probably will not even accomplish my goal of getting a light sketch in, unless I do something very, very fast here and just say, and it's hard to play, observe, and work fast when you really want to study. But I do not want my videos to become too lengthy. So let's flip this over again and put another spoon shape right here, just quick. Put the bowl in, and maybe even just a few lines just to say it's going to come to here, 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 here. I really don't like working this way because, look, I do not have a very good representation of my spoon there. I like to go a little slower. Then I'm going to leave it that way for now. Now I want the bottoms of my spoons to fall. I'm going to put a very light line here. This is something I very rarely do, is use a ruler to mark off sections on my page, but I'm going to here because I want the composition. I'm going to set my spoon this way, not being conscious of the space of the shadow. I'm not going to pay attention to that. I just kind of want to say, this is where I want. Now here I've got the space under here. Isn't that interesting? How to represent this space. And again, my shapes are not going to be as detailed as I would like them. But I'm just going to kind of, and I think I'll just kind of mark off where the end is there. I'm going to flip it this way, and maybe I'll get this done anyway. And then the bowl of my spoon, again, is facing up, and I get the space underneath. And how interesting to do this. Okay, and it'll probably end in here. So what I've accomplished in this video is basically say, I've got 3 spoons on this page. One here, one here, one here, one down here, and one here. I'm not sure I really like all this here. Really, the only line I put in with my ruler was this horizontal line, just so that I would have a sense. I do not have the ends of my spoons well defined on any of these. That's okay. I just want to get a sense of where... Okay, I'm done. Let me turn this off. Okay, I'm going to quit here. I'm going to be true to the timer on this video, and probably in subsequent videos. For one thing, I want to express what I'm doing in steps, and I don't want them to be long, boring steps. I want you to be aware of how I'm approaching this one page. And if this is what I can get done in 10 minutes through my chat, I think I take a little bit of time to explain what I'm doing and observe what I'm doing. And I think that takes longer than if I was just sitting down here working and I would be thinking this. I would be thinking about all of this while I'm working, but I wouldn't be trying to express it verbally. And I think that's taken me a little bit more time. But so be it. I will see you on the same page in the next video, and we will continue the drawing of this spoon.